Jeff Ward and Ed Clements, afternoons 3 to 7 on News Radio KLBJ, 590 AM and 99.7 FM.
A brother's bike ride from Seattle, Washington to New York City ended today. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Ed Clements along with Melinda Brandt. We've been following this amazing bike ride, but one of our good friends and a great advertiser on KLBJ, our friend Bobby Jenkins of ABC Home and Commercial Services, he and his brothers have completed their bike ride from Seattle to New York City to raise money for the Moss Pratt Foundation and their orphanage, the Child's Hope, the orphanage in Haiti. And Bobby, congratulations, and you've completed it just this afternoon in New York City?
We did, Ed. We just literally got off the bike about an hour ago. We kind of crossed into to Battery Park is where the finish line was, and we dipped our front tires into the Atlantic Ocean to kind of complete the ride. And we had family and some friends here, and so it was a wonderful celebration. So I just got a shower and feeling really, really excited about having finished an incredible journey and ride. And obviously, as you know, for two very, very important charities to us. Talk about the charities, the Moss Pratt Foundation and also A Child's Hope. Sure. You know, as you know, Ed, the Moss Pratt Foundation named after my grandson, Moss Pratt, who died 3 years ago at the age of 15 months, and his death was classified as sudden, unexplained death in childhood. And what that means, Ed, is that we just don't know what happened. The medical community, the medical examiners, nobody knows what happens when this occurs to children of this age. And it happens all over the country and all over the world. It's very rare, but when it does happen, it's very, very gut-wrenching and heartbreaking. And so the Moss Pratt Foundation, we fund research into SUDC with that foundation at NYU Langone. We actually fund a fellowship position there. And so this ride for me was about raising awareness that something like SUDC exists, and then to raise money so that we can continue to find out what this is. Someday we'll find out what happened to Moss, but more importantly, we hope to be able to find out what is this and can we someday prevent it. And then, like you mentioned, the other is A Child's Hope. My brother Raleigh from Houston, we started an orphanage in Haiti for the lost and abandoned children that are there in Haiti, particularly after the earthquake in 2009. So we're building that orphanage there. So two very, very important charities, like we say. This ride was about parents who have lost children and children who have lost parents.
Absolutely incredible. And how long was your ride?
So, Melinda, it was 3,500 miles.
Oh, my gracious.
And it took us 52 days, and we averaged 70 miles a day. And so we literally, we navigated into New York. It was really cool. We came across the George Washington Bridge up on the north part of Manhattan, so that got us onto Manhattan. And they had a bike lane, a bike trail, bike path that we were able to ride for 15 miles.
Wow. All
the way down here to Battery Park, right next to the 9/11 Memorial. So it was a really meaningful spot to be able to end our cross-country journey.
So with it completed, do you have a date set for next year's ride?
Oh, I can't believe you just said that, Melinda. I think I will give up cross-country bike rides for quite some time.
You think the one time was good enough?
You're no spring chicken. You're not a spring chicken.
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, you just did 3,500 miles on
I know.
a bike.
That's my question. You're slightly over 50. How does the body feel?
Slightly over 50. I'm 58, but I will tell you that I feel great. That one of the things when people ask us that, what kind of surprised you about the trip, it's with my two brothers and my daughter Chelsea and my mom drove the support vehicle. We're incredibly healthy. Everybody feels good. We're tired. We're, that kind of thing, but nobody got hurt. We had no real injuries. Nobody had any sickness. So we were very, very fortunate and very, very blessed to be able to come out of it feeling so well. And we're going to do an event tomorrow night with SUDC and NYU Langone and some of the medical community here and kind of celebrate the ride and such. But we're on a really, really big high, but we are looking forward to getting back home to Austin, that's for sure.
You gonna ride that bike back here too? Or are you gonna load the bike and take the car?
Yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to fly back. The car was a rental, so that was really cool. So we'll box up the bike and ship it back. And I'm not real sure when I'm going to get back on the bike. I don't think it'll be any time right away. I'll give myself a little break from the bicycle for a while.
It had to be really pleasing to you because families of SUDC had found you and knew you were on the bike ride, you and the brothers, and you would have dinner and meet with them on your trek from Seattle to New York City.
So special, Ed. We had several events along the way, and the SUDC community, which is this community that's new but's growing, and all of these parents, and most of them are young parents like Jessica and Jay, my daughter and son-in-law, are, they're just at this loss, and so SUDC brings them together, and so having these events where we got to see them, they got to see us, and they were so supportive of us, and we would hear their stories, and each one of them was so inspirational to myself and to my brothers, and it really was the why. We crossed some huge mountains, a lot of climbing, a lot up and down, and it was a hard ride, but I can tell you every pedal of the way, I'm thinking of my sweet grandson Moss and thinking about these other lost children who have left us way too soon to SUDC. So it was inspirational to be with them and see them across the country, and we'll celebrate with several of them tomorrow night also up here in the New York State area.
I know the bike ride is over, but it's not too late for people to donate. What do they need to do, Bobby?
Thank you, Ed. You can go do two things. You can go to the Moss Peratt Foundation, and it's mossperattfoundation.org, and directly donate there, or you can go to our website that we also created for this bike ride, and it's called brothersbike.org. And on that website, you can go back and see the entire journey. We'll be posting all the pictures that we just took at the finish line and dipping the tires and all that good stuff. But you can also, most importantly, learn about both of these charities and see the why behind this ride. And I think it will touch people's hearts. And yes, we still have lots of work to do on our fundraising to hit our goals. So anybody who's listening to this and would be so inclined, we would be tremendously appreciative for any additional contributions. We're not finished fundraising. We'll continue to do this for several weeks as we kind of wrap up the last part of this 3,500-mile journey.
3,500 miles.
Yeah. Amazing.
I would not make it 350 yards, my friend. Hey, Bobby, congratulations. My best to the brothers, my best to your mom, and the whole family. Give my best to Bo. I know he's up there with you, but
he is here.
Congratulations on a wonderful, wonderful accomplishment, and hope to see you back in town very, very soon, my friend. It's only 100 degrees here this afternoon, so...
Yeah, it's not that hot here, but the humidity's pretty thick. But thank y'all so much for supporting on this and letting us tell the story. And I look forward to getting back and seeing y'all soon.
Okay, Bobby. Thanks a million.
Right.
Bye-bye now.
Thanks, Ed. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye. Bobby Jenkins of ABC Home and Commercial Services. 3,500-mile bike ride.
Completely. That is just probably one of the most amazing things I've ever heard.
Seattle to New York City ended this afternoon in New York City. They started on the May 23rd and ended today. For great charities, the Moss Peratt Foundation and the orphanage in Haiti.
I truly hope that you'll donate if you haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, what great causes and what a great way to do to bring that money in.
It really is. 6:43. More of your phone calls on KLBJ. Ed and Melinda.
Jeff Ward and Ed Clements.